Hello everyone. This video on government budget is brought to you by the Seventh Monk. This is Unit 4 of CBSE Class 12th Macroeconomics. So as per the syllabus, we have to do government budget meaning objectives and components, classification of receipts and classification of expenditure and the measures of government deficit, revenue, fiscal and primary deficit. So in order to do all these topics in detail, we will do all these three parts in a separate video. This video will do the first part, that is meaning, objectives and components of government budget. So let's start with it. Basically, budget is a kind of planning of what and how the government will earn and what and how it will use in expenditure, right? We at our personal level also do such planning, but our planning is not that regular as that of the government. So the first question that arises in our mind is what makes it necessary for the government to make budget every year, right? So it is our constitution. It is a constitutional requirement in India as per Article 112 to present before the Parliament a statement of estimated receipts and estimated expenditure called budget, and it is presented by the Finance Minister, and this budget is prepared by the Budget Division, Department of Economic Affairs, Ministry of Finance. Till 2016, it was presented on the last working day of February, but Finance Minister Arun Jaitley changed the tradition. In 2017, Union Budget was presented on February 1, and it is presented by the means of Finance Bill. Now let's understand its meaning in detail. Basically, budget is an annual financial statement containing an estimate of all anticipated, that is expected, revenue and expected expenditure of the government for the coming financial year. That is, what the government will earn in that year and what it will spend, from where it will earn that money, and in which sections of the society, in which works it will use that money for expenditure. So, a record of that is contained in the budget, right? See, budget is always made before the coming of that year. So a financial year starts from 1st of April and it is till 31st of March. So budget is made in February in advance, right? Because we are expecting that this much money will come in our economy and this much we will spend on various sectors of the economy. So budget is a sort of planning, a money allocation to various sectors of the economy, to various departments of the government, right, for various developmental and regular procedures that the government undertakes. So budget allocates the money for those things. All right, and also remember one more thing, that the programs and policies of the government as presented in the budget are known as budgetary policy. These are also called fiscal policy of the government. And the fiscal policies has two aspects, revenue aspect and expenditure aspect. Revenue aspect means what it is earning, from where the government is earning, and in which areas the government is using that money for expenditure. So fiscal policy has these two components, revenue and expenditure respectively. All right. Now let's see what is the need and what are the objectives of government budget. Why do we need government budget, right? So the first important point is to increase government activities. In order to mobilize the large resources to meet the expenditure required, government budget is required. Okay, there are several activities that government is undertaking, like construction and various other activities. So in order to increase those activities for public welfare, budget allocation is required. All right. After that, the next important is to increase production. Government can subsidize agriculture and industry and can make provision for industrial research. So by allocating money for production activities, production increases. That's why budget also helps in increasing production, and budget is needed to increase production. Okay. And then for economic stability, right, for solving various problems like the problem of inflation and deficit in the balance of payment, this budget is required. Okay, so government can control the situation of inflation and deflation by the means of budget. Budget is used as an important policy instrument to correct the situation of deflation and inflation. In this way, government tries to achieve the state of economic stability. Economic stability increases the rate of growth and development. Okay, by increasing the tax, what will happen? If they will increase the amount of tax, then the amount of money available with the people will be reduced, as a result of which, if there is inflation in the society, it will come down. Similarly, in case of deflation, government will increase its expenditure and it will reduce the taxation that it is doing, which in turn will reduce the deflation that is going on in the economy. So by the means of its budgetary policy, government can bring economic stability in the economy. All right. Next objective is reduction in inequality of income and wealth. That is, rich should be taxed more and the poor should be taxed less in order to reduce the inequality of income and wealth. Right, and this happens. There are various tax slabs, and up to a certain amount, no tax is paid by the people. And when they crosses a certain amount of money, after that they are taxed accordingly. Some who are earning less are taxed less, and the people who are earning more are taxed more. Right, in order to reduce the inequality of wealth and income. Right, government is taxing more to the people who have more income, and government is not taxing those people who don't have income. All right, those people who have nothing are not taxed at all. All right, so that's why in our country you will notice in later stages that we have a progressive taxation system, right? That is, as income increases, the amount of tax also increases. And why this is there? This is for reducing the inequality of income and wealth. You can alternately call it redistribution of income and wealth also, because the government uses the instruments of taxation and expenditure on social security, subsidies, public work, etc. to achieve this objective. Equitable distribution of income and wealth is a sign of social justice. So to bring social justice, government do so, right? And the next important thing for which government is making making budget, the next important objective of government budget is to know about government activities. Through the balance sheet of the government, we can know where government is spending, from where government is earning, is there any mismanagement of funds, is there any corruption or not. We can get to know about it through the government budget, right? Because it tells us that how much government is earning and how much government is spending, and if there are some discrepancies in that, we can get to know about the corruptions and the mismanagement of funds. All right, and then we also know about reallocation of resources through government budget. Reallocating resources is one of the major objective of government budget. For example, production of harmful consumption goods can be discouraged through heavy taxation, and the production of socially useful goods can be encouraged through subsidies. So the government of a country directs the allocation of resources in a manner such that there is a balance between the goal of profit maximization and social welfare. All right, so it will try to increase the production of those goods which are useful for the society by providing subsidies, right? And it will reduce the production of sin goods by taxing them heavily. All right, and then in order to manage public enterprises, government requires the budget, right? Government undertakes several commercial activities through its public enterprises to promote social welfare, for example, railway, electricity, etc. And in order to manage all those public sector enterprises, government requires budget, a proper planning to for where, in which sector spending is required, and in which sector from which sector they will earn more income. Okay, so a proper planning is required for that. After that, the next important topic of this video is component of budget, right? So basically there are two components of government budget: budget receipt and budget expenditure. Budget receipt means the estimated money receipt of the government from all sources during a financial year. That what are the earnings, what will be the earnings of government in a financial year, right? So budget receipt estimates the earning of government from all the sources in a financial year. On the other hand, budget expenditure estimates the money expenditure of government, right, in a financial year, in which sector government is going to use its money for expenditure. Okay, which sector will be given major focus for expenditure is what is estimated in budget expenditure. We will learn in detail about the further components of budget receipt and budget expenditure in the next video. There you will learn that budget receipt is also of two types, revenue receipt and capital receipt, and budget expenditure is also of two types, revenue expenditure and capital expenditure. We will do all those topics in detail in the next video. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.